Coach Steve was on here talking about how, what comedy in the DC area needs is that community, type of feel, other comedians helping, putting each other on, supporting and all of that. What do you feel like? Do you feel like that's lacking here, or do you feel like it's present here?
Uh, camaraderie is selective. Everybody's picky in who they choose, who they want to hang with, who they want to hang with. If it makes sense for them to work with you that day, then work with them. But if it doesn't make sense for you to work with them that day, don't work with them. It happens like that. But my thing is, I think we really need around here is more open mics or more poetry slams or open mics where people can come in and work on their craft, even if it's like a design where you have a romantic night with someone and it's just like a love night, but we were talking about how relationships and like the topic of the conversation would be relationships or something. You know what I'm saying? Something like that along those lines. But it's all love. But I feel as though we definitely need more open mics so people can get exposed. Because there's a lot of people that are up and coming and don't understand how to do it. So to become a comedian in my eyes, you gotta do open mics, you gotta do skits, and you gotta write your jokes, write your own jokes. Don't copy nobody's jokes, don't steal nobody's jokes, don't make it your own. You gotta come up with your own. The more original you are, the more better. And it's not gonna be hard if you're genuine and talking about your life story. That's where most people get their comedy gold from life experiences. I tell my schizophrenia problems and my depression problems in my skits, and like I also tell dark jokes. So that's how I get my crowd.
You also do music as well.
Oh yeah, I
So
do comedy rap.
yeah. So I'm assuming that the comedy came first, and then you started doing music on top of that, or
Actually, I did music before I did comedy. I was learning how to record a song, and during the time I was recording the song, I made a TikTok to the song. If that makes sense. So I made a song, and then the TikTok to it, and that's what made me get on TikTok because I wanted to promote my music. If that makes sense.
yeah. So is that something that you like legitimately take serious music, or is
I
it just kind
haven't,
of?
I haven't, I take it seriously when it's necessary. Some songs are just getting out of the air, just to have fun. Some songs I put my heart into it. Some songs I've just fucked around and made a song. Some songs I've dissed a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done 3 disses already. You know what I'm saying? I did not a Shot Glizzy diss, but a Glizzy diss, which is a diss against the hot dog that took away my appendix. It's a hot dog diss. I did the quadruplet diss, the quadruplets from Florida. I dissed them on the They Not Like Us beat. And then I did the Davy diss. That was a minute ago, but that was on the Mac, what's his name? MGK Rap Devil beat.
So kind of like following up on that, like the back and forth with you and Davey was pretty public. Everybody in the DMV pretty much knew about
Yeah.
that. So like, how did that start, and like, where is your relationship with him now? Like, what is it like?
It's cordial. I'm not making skits with him or nothing. I'm not trying to make skits with him or nothing. But it's cordial. It's not like I'm beefing or I did this with Aunt Glizzy. I did this with certain people. Like it just happened. You know what I'm saying? I can make motion out of nothing. I'm not trying to brag, but like I can bring things together because I have connections outside of the social media world. Like you know what I'm saying, I actually know people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be weird or nothing, but like I know people. It's not like I'm bragging about it, but if something happened, I have the Men in Black to call. You know what I'm saying? I got the Power Rangers to call. You know what I'm saying? I got everybody. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though I built a big enough circle that's solid enough to hold me down if something really really bad happened.
Where did that? How did that? Kind of riff between you two start?
Uh, just by not mentioning them in the top 5, you know what I'm saying? That top 5 shit, everybody wants to be the top 5, but they're not humble enough to take it if they're not in the top 5. You know what I'm saying? That's how everybody goes back and forth with it.
Did you feel like that was kind of? I guess his reaction was kind of like taken a little bit out of context. Like obviously you weren't trying to diss nobody when you was.
I agree. It was definitely taken out of context, but I feel as though when you take it upon yourself to act on something that wasn't directed, that's where it gets misconstrued, misunderlined. Like it wasn't directed. Like it wasn't a directed like diss to say he wasn't in my top 5. It was more so like how can I say it? I wasn't even thinking about them. Like I was thinking about all the funny people I know personally that I know I can call them right now. Hey, you funny as shit. Let's do a show. I can call them up right now. Hey, let's do a show. They got money on the line. Boom, they coming. You know what I'm saying? If I called Davy, it wasn't the same respect. That's why I didn't put him in that aspect because people didn't know, I paid him $250 for a birthday shout out, and I didn't get a birthday shout out until 3 days after my birthday. So that's what the real underlying came to. It was just like I paid this money, and it wasn't respected or refunded. But it was he did whatever he did for that. But that's all it was. It wasn't like I was holding a grudge or nothing. It was like I just did that because in the moment everybody was like, yeah, just go ahead, do it. So I was pretty much peer pressure to make a diss, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Do you kind of like look back and I guess regret any of
I don't
that?
regret anything. I'm glad I did it. I walked in the steps of God, so God has my steps forward, and from now on, whatever I do is walking with faithful God. But everything in the past happened for a reason. So if it was meant to happen, it meant to happen. That's why I was saying. If it happened, it happened. But I'm not going to raise a gun to someone because they dissed me on a podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to raise a knife, try to stab everybody that disses on me or dislikes my videos. I'm not gonna go out my way I don't have malice in my heart. I don't have no malice in my heart. Like, I'll diss you, I'll throw a song out, but I'm not gonna wish your death. You know what I'm saying? I'm not wishing death on anybody. I wish bad luck maybe on certain people, but like, I'm not gonna wish death on nobody. Like, I hope you trip over that rock, but don't break your bones. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish it was like, silly shit that we could wish upon people, but not brain tumors. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to offer. I'm just not going to say, let's hope this nigga get ball cancer. You know what I'm saying? That'd be funny, but like, no, it's not funny that he got ball cancer. You know what I'm saying? That's rude. You know what I'm saying?
So with you being, a comedian and being a public figure, on one side, talk about, what it's like, getting love from, people that support your comedy. And then on the other side, what is it like dealing with like the negativity? Because I mean, it comes with, everything.
So let me address the negativity and then I'm gonna get to the positivity. So negativity comes from people that aren't in my position and they don't see where I'm coming from. So most people are blinded because of what they see on social media and all the content I'm putting out, but they don't see me in the house reading a book. They don't see me in the house playing my Fortnite. They don't see me in the house chilling in the house. They see me, oh, he's in the free car, oh, he's chilling, oh, he's driving, oh, he's fucking up the club, or he's on U Street. Like, they see that because I put it out there. But it's not what I'm doing every day. Like, even if you found out what I did today, like, you would be like, oh, I didn't even know Anderson did that. But it's more so like, I want people to understand I'm not your villain. I was only one person's villain, and I haven't been a villain in a long time. I don't want to be a villain. I want to be a hero. I want to be someone you look up to. I want someone to be positive. And that's where it comes in the positive. People that look up to me is people that I used to teach in the middle school, teach in elementary school, teach in high school. I used to teach kindergarten through 8th grade. I don't know why I said high school. But like, I be mentoring all ages. So they come up to me, Anderson, how you make a TikTok? Anderson, teach me how to do this. Anderson, let's be in the skit. I'm not gonna say no. Because if I say no, what they can do? They can go outside and smoke weed. They'll go outside and do drugs. They'll go outside and sell this, sell that. Versus me having them in a rec center in a place where they're comfortable and around their friends, people their age, their peers, and they can feel as though they can be seen in the public eye for being funny and being something rather than just a upstanding student. They want to be seen in another light as far as like, hey, this is my other charisma character. They want to have that double personality. They want to have that, oh, I have my social media, oh, I have my real name. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Anderson, I'm Andy the Boss. They want to have that. They want to be like, oh, I want to be such and such from high school, and I want to be such and such from college. Like, they want that. And that's what I love to see when I have people ask me, do they want to do skits with me? Because I feel loved and cared about, because they see my craft, they see my work, they see my work ethic. They see that I can get a video done in a day. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people that do skits, they get it done in a day because they're lazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's not that hard. Like, if this podcast was done in a day, you'd be like, damn, isn't that hard? But like, you got shit you gotta take care of. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have it scheduled out, but it's not gonna get done today because you have so much to do. But I purposely, when I make a skit, I finish it the same day so I can be free for the rest of the week. You know what I'm saying? I make sure that I get it done, and then after it's done, I wait for them to critique it, and then I put it out.
When you coming up with, skits, and you know, just any type of comedic content, do you run it by anybody, or do you just kind of?
Man, I have to run it by either Coach Steve or my manager, Skylar, Mystique, and Camille. Those three are my main gurus for my skits. Cause without them, I don't think I will be. What's the word? I think I would do a lot of more dirty jokes if I didn't have them censoring me. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be too sexual. It would be like, you know what I'm saying? Every other day you see Spider-Man and Batman hitting two bad bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want that on your timeline. You rather see Batman and Spider-Man freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just simple stuff, like a little tweak, but it's like same concept.
Do you ever have like the fear of like putting something out that could like get you canceled?
Yeah, I got a video right now that might get me canceled, but I don't give a fuck.
What was one?
It's a sword fighting video, but with 3 dykes. Yeah, it was funny as shit. I did. It was today. I'm gonna show you after the show. It's funny as shit.
What was the reaction, or what's the reaction been to that so far?
I didn't post it yet, but
okay,
I just did it. I literally just did it. I gotta show you, but it's gonna be funny. The previous one I did, it was with all guys though, and it got almost 4 million views. Yeah, so